It's called It's Been a Minute. It's actually been months, but you know, whatever. And you notice immediately, you're like, what's going on here? There's text on the screen. It's been a minute. Over the last few months, I've been doing a lot of thinking and personal work. Now, why didn't he just come on and say that, you might wonder, and just start off and be like, hey, everyone, listen, super casual, like I decided that I needed to make this. No, instead, it already looks like something that came out of a television studio. That's mistake number one. Okay, so let's roll it. And I'm going to have you pause, Tyler, and just give some response to what's going on here, because the madness is about to ensue. Let's go.
Okay.
They got to set up. It's like a whole thing. You asked a lot of fair questions that I wanted to take some time to answer. The producer inputs into the screen. I mean, okay, he takes the seat. Got to clear his throat. Got to wait for a cue.
You see the poster in the
Why
back?
didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech?
Okay, so just right off the bat, why all of a sudden does he seem like he can't read? What's going on there? I don't understand. He's an actor. Like, what is going on? It's like, why did he not? I mean, if you're going to do it rehearsed, look at the whole scene is set. He's got a bottle of water, box water, love it, but he's got a bottle of water set out there. What does the poster say?
The world is sick. Love is the cure.
Stop it.
Of course.
How appropriate. So it's very staged, guys, right? So right off the bat, you're like, if you're going to do something like this, listen, my advice to you, if you feel the need to apologize, first of all, don't wait 4 months. Secondly, maybe, just maybe, don't have it be pre-produced. Just sit in front of, you don't need a microphone. Just take your phone out and just say it. Say what you got to say. Okay, we're going to continue. Let's pull it back up. Sorry, very distracting.
I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk. And when he is, he will reach out.
Okay.
So I will say to you, Chris.
He just told him he's not ready to talk. So why did you then go and make this video? Now you're going to address Chris. Wait, it gets better. He's going to address his mom, the whole family. If he's not ready to talk, give the guy a second, and then that's it. You can apologize to him when he's ready. Why do we all have to hear the apology that you're going to make to Chris? Okay, there's another reason that this happened. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's continue. You guys can leave it on the screen too, because I'm going to keep doing this. Okay.
Apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable.
And weird.
And I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did, and you know, that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and you know, I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother.
Doesn't this ring? I mean, look at what you're watching. This guy looks like he's on some type of film set. There's like a microphone over there. Doesn't this seem very odd to you? It's supposed to be, apology should be intimate, right? You're making an apology to somebody's mother, to their family. What is going on here? What PR person needs to be fired, honestly, for recommending this format? Again, had he taken out a phone and said like, hey guys, I know it took me a while. I feel the need to say this. I got to get it off my chest. Here's what's going on. Like, I did something stupid, 4 months ago. I can't stop thinking about it. I haven't been able to make a direct apology, but I just want everyone to know, like, I've thought about it. It sucked. Like, just a casual, you see the difference between what I'm doing and this ridiculous display. What is going on here? He doesn't even look like he's present. He looks like he's kind of in a fog. And like his whole personality is on vacation somewhere, and there's this shell of a person that is delivering some message that somebody told him, this is what you got to say. I just don't even, or he looks exhausted beyond measure, like he's been tortured for the last 4 months for whatever reason, and now he's got to do this. It just doesn't seem like a guy who came to the table and just said, you know what, I got to get this off my chest, and feels lighter as a result of saying it. Something's going on here that's not right. Okay, let's keep playing.
To Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. We had a great relationship. Tony Rock was my man, and this is probably irreparable. I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities of what happened in that moment. And I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now, but I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment.
Confused. Like, it took 4 months. I don't understand why. Like, what is the purpose of this video, right? Because he could have just said, I'm sorry, like the next day, right? I think anybody could sit back and be like, all right, I walked on stage, I slapped somebody. That was not the right time, the right place, the right moment. I didn't apologize in my acceptance speech. So I think what everybody was waiting for was for him to unpack. He's saying he's not going to unpack it. Why wait 4 months and then do a pre staged video with cameras and text on the screen, and it's like questions from I don't know who sent those questions in, blown up on the screen. If you're not going to unpack it, like what complexities? What are you talking about? Was it just, to me it seemed like somebody who overreacted, who let their temper get the best of them in that moment. Is there more going on here? If so, like, isn't that the whole point of a 5-minute video? Like, what are we sitting here for? Just for the apology that, like, you could have given, like, the next day? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be cruel, but it just seems like, what are we getting from this? All right, let me give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's keep going.
There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults. After Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something?
She did roll her eyes, and then he reacted differently. People noticed.
I made a choice on my own, from my own experiences, from my history with Chris. Jada
Go back and watch the video, people, though. Go back and watch the video. Be honest about it, whether you're Will Smith. I happen to like him as an actor. I'm a fan. I think he's a great actor. I like his work. I do. But there's something else going on here, because if you watch the old video, go back and watch it. You can find it anywhere. Google it. It's everywhere. You will see that joke is made, and he's all like, ha, 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 ha. He doesn't look mad. Not even a teeny bit mad. The camera goes to her. She is pissed. Then the next thing you see is him walking up on stage. So did something happen? I don't know that she had the time to tell him to do something, but there was a look exchange. He got a message from his wife that was not, she didn't find that funny. Probably felt anxious in the moment. What do? I gotta stand up for her. Didn't have time to process it, and boom. That's my estimation of what went on. To say that she had no role, I don't know, the tape says something different. Let's keep watching.
With it. I'm sorry, babe. I'm going to say sorry to my kids and my family for the heat that I brought on all of us. To all my fellow nominees, this is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me, and it really breaks my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment.
Doesn't that, these people were nominated 4 months ago? Doesn't it seem odd to say that now? I mean, is there not a significant delay here? Given the type of message, now if he had come out and said, I went to therapy, I figured out X, Y, and Z, or he's going to reveal some new information, fine. To my fellow nominees, it's already, it's almost time for the next award show. Okay, let's keep going.
I can still see Questlove's eyes. It happened on Questlove's award, and it's like I'm sorry really isn't sufficient. What would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down?
This guy, can I just tell you though, this is an actor. He's trying to make it look now Like he hasn't seen the question. Like, oh, let me see. It's now we have an actor trying to pretend like something that's rehearsed isn't rehearsed. Like, let's give it an unpolished look. Let me pretend like I can't really, oh, what's that question? You saw all the questions in advance. Come on, Will. Again, I like you. I really do. But this is silly. This is silliness going on here now. Come on. Something else is prompting this whole charade of this apology 4.5 months later. This, I'm torn up to my fellow nominees. Something else happened. Is it Jada? I had heard that she has that show, what's called The Red Table, where she, her daughter, her mother go. I had heard there had been some backlash that they were getting with respect to the show because of something's going on here. There's PR involved. Is there a new movie coming out? You're worried that you may be tainted by what went on here. This just doesn't read as I woke up today and had to give the apology. I mean, come on. Let's keep going. We'll watch till the end.
So there's two things. One, disappointing people is my central trauma. I hate when I let people down. So it hurts. It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up to people's image and impression of me.
Doesn't it also seem weird that he thinks that 4 months later, people are still like jet laser focused on this? I mean, I don't know. Is it like a celebrity sense of self-importance thing? Like in the moment, yeah, it was wild, right? The next day you were talking about it. 4 months later, I don't know if people are still like, Will Smith, he really disappointed me. I don't know if that's on the tip of their tongue still. Maybe if you're a huge Will Smith, that's why I'm saying, wait for it. Something's going to happen. You're going to see something roll out and you're going to see why he had to do this because he doesn't want the last memory that people have of him to be that slap heard around the world. He wants it to be this heartfelt, pre-produced apology that he never gave. Let's keep going.
The work I'm trying to do is I am deeply remorseful, and I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself.
Also
right?
reads a little
I'm
bit
human.
like public therapy. Like he's going through the therapy with us. It's awkward, isn't it? Tyler, is this awkward for you?
It's super awkward, and it seems super disingenuous.
It's awkward. He seems like he's not comfortable in his own skin. It's self-absorbed. It's like people are still hanging on to that moment, and he kind of needs you to be hanging on to that moment because he didn't do the proper apology. So now you can it can be tied up in a little bow. Like he doesn't even seem like, y'all seen Will Smith in interviews and like on camera, and this doesn't even seem like him. It's like, is there an imposter? It just doesn't have his vibe, his energy. It's like someone set this up for him and sat him down, and now he's got to play the role of what they need him to be in this moment, but I don't feel it. This does not feel genuine to me. I want it to, right? Because if you're going to go through all this trouble and pre-produce it and do all this and have the water and the poster behind you, may as well. No, it just doesn't. Let's play the end, and then we'll wrap it up.
And I made a mistake, and I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit. So I would say to those people, I know it was confusing. I know it was shocking. But I promise you, I am deeply devoted and committed to putting light and love and joy into the world.
I don't believe, it's like the same emotion. It's like, he's got the same emotion through the whole thing. It's like just dead. He just looks comatose to me. The camera angles, let's make sure we get him sitting, make sure we get the whole angle of him sitting behind the, it's ridiculous. Okay, I'm done with this video. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay, I don't know why he did it. I don't know why the delay. I don't know why pre-produced. I don't know why they listen to these PR people who don't know what the hell they're doing. Again, Will, You want to say you're sorry. You went to some therapy. I can't imagine why you wouldn't say that the next day, 4 months. Nobody advised you then, hey, listen, just put out an apology. That was messed up. You don't go on stage and slap somebody in the face like that. You know better. Just say something. Nobody advised him then. Okay, maybe they did and he didn't listen. It took him 4 months to listen. He went through whatever it may be. Does that seem genuine to you? Now, part of the reason it doesn't seem genuine is because there's a set, and there's the angles, and there's the words on the screen, and there's the like odd distance between him and you. Imagine had he picked up his phone for real and just said, hey, everybody, I'm checking in. I got to get something off my chest. And it was just that. Wouldn't that have hit you better than that charade? And these celebrities, honestly, like, I hate to say it, but the world does not revolve around your moments. It was a big deal 4 months ago. People aren't hanging on the edge of their seat waiting for your apology. And you know what? If you put another movie out and it's a great movie, they're going to have forgotten about that slap. It's over. It's done. The moment has passed. Should you have apologized? Yes. Done. There have been like 50 celebrity scandals since then that people have their eye on, right? They've moved on. There's something else going on. Also, most people right now, I love celebrities. They live in a little bubble in Hollywood. Most people like trying to figure out how to put gas in their tanks. They're not sitting on the edge of their seat waiting to see what you're going to say in the apology. And people who watch it, I guarantee you, are like, what did I just waste 5 minutes of my life for? I learned nothing new. You didn't explain anything. You didn't unpack anything to me. You just said you're sorry. Okay, next. If you like the short clip, you can catch another one here, or you can catch the full episode right here.